Hi. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do a video on, like what I want to start doing for my channel. And I do believe in spirit guides and um, the law of attraction. So I have been asking for some signs and some help and ideas. And one thing that keeps happening to me as I'm trying to start my own business reselling is scam stuff. So I thought maybe it's a sign that this keeps happening to me and it'll stop when I share it. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. And I know probably most people would totally know the difference, if it's a actual sale or if it's a scam. But maybe some people don't. So let's see what happens. And so I'll start by telling you some of the things that have happened to me since I started trying my own business, which, let's say, Poshmark. So there's dogs in the background that you can hear. Um, so I did an auction. I won several auctions, so I have a lot of stuff. I also did ThredUp, so I have a lot of women's clothing, and I had put two dresses, would be like $500 for both of them, up on Poshmark, and like the very first day that I had posted, I got responses, and I had never been on Poshmark before. So I think possibly this is what happens. They go to women resellers, and they try to do what they need to do to. Sorry. Anyways, let's go back to that. So Poshmark, I believe they go to you when you're new so that you might not know the rules, so they can get away with some of the stuff that they're asking you to do. And it's weird because you think, how could this be a scam? Like, how could they scam me with this, doing this? And I think the scam that happened with Poshmark, I believe I did not find out about it until maybe 2 or 3 months later. Like, I realized that they asked for my email address, which I'm like, email, it's not like, that's not scary. So give them my email. Anyways, I think what ended up happening was they use it as a ploy to say, hey, you won this fake check. And so they get your information, your phone number, your email, and maybe your home address, and then they send you something. Like what I got was, oh, you won mystery shopper from Walmart, and it was like a $2,400 check. So they were saying they want you to go buy gift cards and then scratch the back off and send them to them. So $2,000 worth of gift cards. Yeah, and the check looks real, but it's not. And I believe that's how they got my information originally, was from my first customer talking to me from Poshmark. And then same thing happened. I just signed up on, let's see, Letgo. And my first customer response was, I can only pay you through Western Union, because they wanted me to send them the items since they lived an hour or two away. And I was thinking, like, what is Western Union gonna hurt? But I've been through so many scams, and I did have a feeling like it's important to listen to your gut, and I did have a feeling something's weird. So I Googled it, and yep, there's a Western Union scam. So there is traits that these guys use. So I started to pick up on it. Like when you say, so I said, you know, I'm not gonna sell to you. Don't contact me again. And they immediately want to know why. What happened? Like, how did you know? How did you know this was a scam? Don't stop talking to me until you tell me how you knew what I did wrong. You know, it's important not to tell them, because then they can just get better at it and they'll go use it on somebody else. So I didn't tell them. And I've had a few more. Let's see, eBay. I just listed on eBay, and I ended up not selling on eBay because my first 3 purchases were a scam by the same person. Let's see, so I had something listed. I had like 3 purses. Yeah, it was 3 different purses, 3 different listings, and he paid $101 for each. Didn't pay, but you know, bid on it, said he was going to pay it, $101 for each purse. And I had only put them for like $35 or something like that. So I thought, you know, maybe that's okay, because I did see that Canada, the shipping can be high. But then he wanted my email address, and I told him, you can talk to me like everybody else on here. And this is not my first time selling on eBay. So he would know if he thought, hey, this is like a new seller, woman seller, that I can get away with this scam. I would let him know. I sold on eBay for a few years. And I literally, he never paid for anything and never replied to any of my messages. So that obviously was a scam too. And they also, so the eBay, he was like, this is Sergeant something or other, and I'm sorry, my videos going to be pretty much all over the place. I will get better at them. Yeah. Anyway, so he was calling himself Sergeant. He's like, this is Sergeant so-and-so. Oh, actually, he asked for me to contact him at a phone number. Yeah. But this is Sergeant so-and-so, and I need to speak with you before payment. So that is another sign when they call themselves corporal, sergeant, officer. Most people from the states that, you know, are not scamming, they don't usually introduce themselves to, you know, people they're buying stuff from as sergeant and colonel and that kind of thing. It's because they're not very familiar with the U.S., so they think that, you know, that'll also scare you. And they do use like scare tactics. Like the Poshmark man was like, so he asked me to send him more photos of the dresses, and when I did, he said, I'm all right with the condition that they're in, which was like, what? Because the dresses were beautiful and perfect. So that was a little bit weird. And then he said, and now I need your phone number for better communication. Like, now you owe me your number because... There's some fighting going. There's some fighting going on outside. Sorry, I do not live in the best area of town. Yeah, so it's like a scare tactic. Like, so I'll feel guilty. Like, he's having problems communicating with me, and he wants to give me $500 for these dresses. That now I owe him my phone number. So that's two. And also they did that. Another scam was that just happened to me was, I got a phone call saying that I had paid for services for my computer that they now owed me money. And then they tried to get literally access to your computer that way. And when I told him, I'm not going to download this thing and do this for you, I looked it up, and again, I saw that it was a tech scam during my phone call with him. I said, this is scam. I'm not going to download this with you. And he's like, why? What do you think this is a scam? And I said, I've been scammed before, and I know this is a scam. And he's like, tell me, how much were you scammed for before, and who did it? You know, like I said before, the details, wanted to know the details. And the reason I do know so much, like I'm familiar with the way, like to take a class or something, I'm not sure, but I am familiar, unfortunately, with all of that, the personalities and the way, the wordings that they use and stuff, because I did go through a about 4-month long like romance scam. Yeah, so I thought I would share this with you. And like I said, we'll see if the universe, if my guides were trying to get me to post this video. Thanks for watching.